Taxes, think about it. You're barely getting by. You're flipping burgers at the McDonald's in your neighborhood, tired and exhausted. Anyway, you get home, lying in bed, checking your phone. An email. $2,000 paid, it says. You're like, finally. And immediately check your bank. But what? There's $1,456 in the account. You're confused. You look at your pay stub. Federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare. The list goes on. The money you earn is never really fully yours. The government takes its cuts first, and they expect you to smile and say thank you. Let me put it this way. Taxes are the cost of modern society. You have to pay. So what does this tax do? Roads get built, schools operate, you don't see rats in your favorite street food truck. And also billions of dollars worth of weapons go to the other side of the world, to places whose names you can't even pronounce. Well, what can you do? Tax isn't just one type either, by the way. There's income tax deducted from your salary. There's sales tax you pay at the grocery store. There's capital gains tax deducted from money your investments earn while you sleep. Wherever you look, the government is there. And there's Social Security and Medicare that everyone pays. You know what this Social Security thing is? The government forces you to save for retirement right now. They take your money now and give it back to you when you're old. Medicare is a tax collected for the medical expenses of sick and elderly people. And then there's this tax return thing. You know, the thing where the government already knows how much you owe, but says, come on, take a guess. Isn't that absurd? If you calculate correctly, no problem. But if you make a mistake, you're in trouble. Payment methods vary too. Some pay every 3 months. Some handle it once a year. Some never pay at all, then a documentary gets made about them. Taxes can annoy you, but here's the truth. They have good sides as well as bad. For example, in countries that collect high taxes, the standard of living is generally better too. It's an interesting situation. Banks. You walk into the bank, hand over your money. The employee takes it, counts it, says, deposited to your account. You walk out thinking, okay, now it's safe in a giant vault. Really? That money didn't stay there for even a second. Most people think banks are giant safes, but banks are just intermediaries. They're giving loans to someone else with the money you gave them. You deposit $1,000, the bank gives $900 of it to someone dreaming of a supersonic jet ski. It's called the fractional reserve system. The logic is simple. Not everyone comes at the same time saying, I want my money, unless there's a crisis like in 2008. Then everyone showed up at the door and the system collapsed. So how do banks make money? They take your money at low interest and give it to someone else at high interest. That's it. You're the source. The borrower is the customer. Why do you prefer the bank? Paying with a card is more practical than carrying cash. They pay you interest for keeping your money. It's 1,000 times safer than keeping your money at home. In the U.S., there's a government guarantee up to $250,000. No matter what happens, this amount is protected. Interest. Let's say you took $1,000. You're paying back $1,280. Why? Because interest is involved. Interest is like the fee for using someone else's money. If you're borrowing, you're paying. If you're lending or saving, you're earning. There are 2 types. Simple interest. Here's your fee, good day. Compound interest. Every dollar of mine has offspring and they want money too. If there's 20% interest on your credit card and you forget to pay, interest piles on interest. A $12 meal turns into a $50 pain. But 7% compound return on investment. Now that's something else. $100 to $200 to $400. One day you wake up, you're old, you have money, and you're a bit cocky too. Interest is a double-edged sword. It grows debt and wealth. Small mistakes cause fires. Small gains turn into empires. Basic rule: if you're paying interest, end it. If you're receiving interest, keep going. Interest either destroys you or makes you rich. Inflation: you buy a bag of chips, you open it, it's empty inside. The price has also increased 30% from last month. Inflation is money slowly, quietly losing value. $5 is still $5, but you can't buy as much stuff as before. How does it happen? Sometimes there's too much money circulating in the market. Everyone wants the same product. Demand is high, supply is low, price shoots up. Sometimes production stalls. Sometimes people buy now thinking prices will rise. Thus they make their own predictions come true. Around 2% inflation is healthy, but when it rises, your savings evaporate. Salaries aren't enough. The government hits the brakes by raising interest. Credit isn't available. Spending pauses. The economy starts breathing. Recession, the economy contracting for 2 consecutive quarters. Today things are going well. Tomorrow layoff news arrives. The stock market drops. People only make necessary purchases. The reasons vary. Excessive interest, wars, pandemic, global collapse. The economy is like entertainment. At first everyone's dancing, then the lights come on. The music changes, everyone goes quiet. Recessions end but leave scars. Governments lower interest, distribute money. Eventually recovery comes, but the wound remains. Credit score, an invisible system, a 3-digit number. It shapes your destiny. Between 300 and 850. If you're below 580, you're a risk. If you're above 750, you're reliable. Payment discipline, usage amount, account duration, diversity, new applications, all are taken into account. How to raise it? Pay on time. Credit score is just like keeping a cat. If you don't take care of it, it damages everything. If you do, it opens house doors for you. Money, it has no real value. It's a shared belief system. Dollar and Bitcoin are actually the same thing. Belief determines value. If too much is printed, inflation emerges. If there's too little, nobody can do their job. Investment, the real shield against inflation. Stocks, bonds, funds, real estate. The wealthy didn't get rich by chance. They used time correctly. Value. Gold is just a rare material. We assign value to it. If you produce value, money follows you. Time, the most precious thing. Wealth isn't built overnight, but over years. Small money plus patience plus time equals big money.